Hi, it's Hallie, and today I'm going to be showing you guys kind of an updated situation of how we have handled our kids' toys. This is something that I'm constantly trying to reframe and reprocess, and this is where we're at right now. So, a few things I want to discuss right ahead of time before I show you the actual setup. It's kind of the systems that we have in place. I used to do the library system where you would put some of the kids' toys away, and I've seen different versions of this where you have the kid request a toy and then they can get the toy out, and then a certain amount of toys out, and they have to swap them or you swap them at certain intervals of time. And none of these really worked for us. More so just we would put toys up in the library and then they would always want the exact same toys down. And we're at a point where we have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old that are into toys, and nobody's cleaning anything up. So I get really frustrated. I think they need to have a limit on their toys to what they can have out. They can clean up by themselves, and it's not a fight. And it seems that that line is actually really small. The amount of toys they can actually clean up is not a lot. So even though it seems like an exaggerated number, we stick with that. It's a very low inventory, it's very small, but this is just where we're at with it. So as of now, the library system doesn't work. We have the container concept as far as they have their 2 little sections of shelves and whatever's in there, which isn't a lot. You're gonna see it's pretty, a lot of people say shocking. And then we have the 2 bins up top where we keep Legos and blocks separately. And often neither of these are out at the same time. They do have to be requested and then put away themselves, and then I put them back up, or my husband does. But if they're out at the same time, they're in 2 separate areas and each kid is playing with one of each. So my daughter will have the Legos in the living room table area, or my son will have the blocks in his room or in the playroom. And that's kind of where we're at. The biggest toy right now is our newest addition, which is the Nugget couch. And this thing is amazing. This is not a plug. This is just, my kids have had endless hours of fun with this. And it is kind of nice because they have to put the other toys away before they can play with the couch. This isn't my rule. This is just, if you have the couch out with the other toys, you're stepping on stuff and it doesn't work. So the couch really is a toy in and of itself, even though it takes up part of the room furniture as well in the playroom. And they do have a bench too that they use to play on, and they use this thing so creatively. They use it as a table to play restaurant. They use it as like a cash register, grocery store station. It is a car bridge. It is just everything. So they use it to make forts. Overall, things that you wouldn't think are toys, I feel like they use more functionally as toys when they have less toys around. We're still kind of paring some of this down, like the tent and stuff doesn't get used in the way that I think they would like to use it, but as summer comes around, I'm gonna hold on to that, and maybe they can use it outside when it's really sunny, and when friends come over, they also love the tent. So we're gonna hold on to that one for the time being. Otherwise, how we handle books, that is on a library system. We have the majority of their books up in my son's closet, and they each have a basket in their rooms where they can have between 4 and 5 books at a time that they each weekend will kind of check out books that they have either by request or ones that I think they would like at the time. And these are supplemented with library books. So we'll have 1 or 2 library books in it each time. We also have a special little area for holiday books that we keep in my cabinet. And so when it is the month leading up to the holiday, we'll get those special books out and read those. But then they do go back into the holiday bin instead of the library bin. I just think that's a better way to organize it, and it has been thus far. In here, we just have some miscellaneous things in the basket, as well as some roller wooden cars and a pop-up tent. Just rainbow blocks. In that little tub is race cars and animals in the small basket. Up top here we have a container of blocks and a container of Legos. But that's it for toys. There's a few stuffed animals lying around. We have the Nugget couch
That's super fun.
We do have some outside toys that do not come inside. That's, a basketball hoop, some digging things, a lot of stuff that I don't want to clean the dirt off of every time. They'll take chairs and stuff out, but more often than not, they just use the outside toys outside, like the frisbees and stuff, and that way they don't have to clean it up when they come inside, and neither do I. And I do keep a few toys on hand in my diaper bag, backpack situation, just a small little container I'll show you. And in there, we just have a few things. And when we do travel, which is pretty frequently, our system with the kids is they each have a small kid-sized backpack, and they fill that with one toy, one book each. They get to pick one book each, one toy each, and one stuffed animal. So our stuffed animal rule is pretty strict, and that's you each get 3. That's it. If you bring in a new one, one has to go. So oftentimes they'll have around 2 or 3. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope some of these tips can be helpful for you if you're trying to maintain your kids' amount of toys or downsize their amount of toys. This is what's helped us so far, and I know it's kind of a journey. Each holiday and month that goes by, things change, but as the ages change, they're interested in different things, and this is just where we're at right now. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.